Alright guys, so tonight's breakdown is of Nate Marquardt versus Dean Lister from Abu Dhabi 2003. So Lister's here fishing for leg locks immediately. John Danaher credits him as the man who got him into leg locks in the US, which is pretty high praise. Nice little transition here. Dean looks to step over the head of Marquardt. This is a transition I like myself. I use it quite a bit, especially if somebody's sitting back on their hips when they're in a knee shield half guard. So you can see Marquardt's keeping his weight back here. And the reason is because he doesn't want Dean to get underneath him to start attacking the legs. But he also is looking to grab around the back of the head with his left arm. Now, you can't do one or the other. It has to be both in one direction. So if he's going to grab and cross face with the left arm, he's got to be pressuring forward. If he's going to sit back in his heels, he's got to keep that left arm away from the back of the neck because it creates space from the elbow and the rib cage, which is what Dean's going to attack here. So to increase that space, Dean looks to step over the back of the head, and now he can use his hamstring of his left leg to push Marquardt's head away, which stretches the arm out. So now he's in a straight armbar position straight away. You can see Dean's toes on his right foot. He's trying to keep contact with the back of Marquardt's leg, because if he loses that grip with the foot, Marquardt might be able to step over and pass. So pretty strong straight armbar attempt there. You can see Marquardt struggling. Now at that point, Dean has switched his grip into a Kimura, so his left arm is switched to going behind the elbow and he's connected to his wrist. This position right here is a position I'm a big fan of for finishing Kimuras. In my opinion, from the bottom, it's the second best position you can finish a Kimura from. The best is if Dean takes his left leg and places his left foot onto Marquardt's hip. That's as long as he still has a half guard. If he loses Marquardt's leg, Marquardt can start the pass. There's a point of no return here with the Kimura, which we're going to see in a moment. So again, Dean's trying to dig the arm out, and Dean is unbelievably strong. So terrible position for Marquardt to be in. You can see the pop there, which is basically the first grip break that Marquardt has. So watch that Dean has. Watch Marquardt's left arm here. Dean there. You see the hand up here. That's the first pop. Now that's past the center line of Marquardt's ribs. So the Kimura is already on in a way. But what that does is it basically takes all the slack out of Marquardt's shoulder joint, which means his movement's going to be limited later on. So even though Marquardt is trying to step his leg out here, you can see the hand is already back behind the ribs. So this is the point of no return that we're talking about. Even if Marquardt manages to step around, the hand has gone so far past his rib cage that he won't be able to circle to his left without rolling over his left shoulder. So he successfully manages to free the leg right there. So Marquardt's after backstepping over the leg. Now, if his left hand had been in front of his body, basically in front of his belly button, he'd be able to step all the way over and even threaten a counter arm lock against Dean, possibly look at going to a straight arm bar on the far side and around the world arm bar. But because his hand is up behind his back, he can't step through it. His hand is actually blocking his hips. So as he tries to step over, Dean keeps the hand elevated. He's thinking about a reverse triangle here, but all he has to do is power the hand to the air and force Marquardt to roll over the shoulder. Releases the triangle, comes up on top, and then a basic Kimura finish from the top position. Just muscles it and sends that hand to the sky. Beautiful finish.